Hello, lovies. It's the Phoenix Priestess here for your daily energy read. Honestly, I didn't expect to go live today. I didn't think I would, but when God says get up, I get up. You know what? Maybe we will try this Fairy Wisdom Oracle, right? This deck was donated to me, and I haven't used it yet, but it is beautiful. It's by one of my favorite artists. Nancy Brown, or by Amy Brown and her sister Nancy Brown. I've been a fan of fairy work for quite some time, but since this deck was donated, I thought I would share it. Isn't this beautiful? It's called Fairy Wisdom Oracle Book. And whoa! Okay, here's the book. And I opened the box wrong, so give me a second. Okay, sorry about that. And I don't like to do my lives with my hair. Okay. Much better. Okay, that was a whole lot of mess there. Sorry about that. Okay. I decided to keep the cards that fell down face up as an introduction to the deck. Okay, so we have received Trouble, Lighting the Way, Moon Dragon, really pretty, and Book Fairy. Now, I have not used this deck myself personally, so I don't know what the cards mean. However, plus 6 equals 10. Break that down to 1. 37. 7 plus 3. Break that down. 10 equals 1. Okay, so we have 1 of 1. The number 13, that's 4. And Book Fairy, 39. 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, some people count backwards. That'll leave you with the 6, but I go upwards. 12, that'll leave you with 3, okay? So 1, 1, 4, 3, if that matters to anyone. Okay, so we have 46, which is Trouble. Okay, the keyword, okay, here we go. Trouble. She does look, she does look to be a little troublesome, doesn't she? Okay. Keyword is honesty. This card is telling you to keep your eyes open and your eyes open and your ears alert. Someone is not being as honest with you as they can be. This can be in business affairs or in a relationship. There is a stretching of the truth or a covering up of facts. You are likely to find out too late unless you pay attention. Bring your intuition into play and combine it with a fact finding. No one can keep the wool over your eyes for very long. This card is also asking that you be scrupulous with your own words and deeds. Remember that what you send out is what you get back. This is the law of the universe. Be honest with yourself. Trouble can almost always be avoided by paying attention, choosing your words and actions wisely, and by listening to your higher self. Ask the fairies and angels to help you tap into your highest and best energy. Remember, you do not need to draw negative situations into your life. Choose to bring joyful and positive situations instead. Sometimes the best action can simply be no action. Okay. Ooh. Wow. First card to fall out of the box was Trouble, keyword honesty. And we have been given a heads up about someone in our community, our circle of friends, or possibly even family, maybe coworkers, that aren't being their genuine self around us and towards us. Okay, so there's a chant here and it says, truth is within me, honest people surround me. I am guided in all things to the perfect course of action. My world is bountiful and I work with the tool of attraction. So be it. Stir things up today. Look at that. Which is great because yesterday when I did a collective reading, we received the shadow work prompt asking us, when we find ourselves in confrontation, what position do we play? Are we the antagonizer? Are we the mediator? Are we the person who honestly withdraws from the situation entirely? What role do you play in the drama and chaos in your life? Okay, so Spirit says, hey, the fairies, okay, this is fairy work right here. The fairies say, hey, by the way, we happen to know that someone around you isn't on the up and up and you need to pay attention, okay? We've also received lighting the way. So, 37. Okay, lighting the way. The key word is illumination. We all wish for guidance and help along the way, yet sometimes guidance comes from within. When we connect to the energy of spirit that resides within each of us, we can see clearly what we are to do. Reach for the stars. Allow that communication with spirit to connect you to your highest good. Connecting to spirit is as easy as recognizing that you are already one with the universal power. If you have chosen this card today, it may be telling you that you need to strengthen your trust in your divinity. Ultimately, you are the one who shows others the way. You hold the light for them as they climb the path of illumination. In order to do so, you must continue your own journey in learning and refining your own path. It is only through example that we can change our world one person at a time. But if enough people hold the light in enough places, we can bring about change at a much more advanced rate. This angel holds the lantern for all to see, so that anyone who wishes to climb the path can better see the footholds and avoid the pitfalls. She has reached the highest peak. Her face shows that she takes her job seriously. Guidance can come in many forms: the words of a friend or loved one, or a professional counselor. Guidance can come from a book or a stranger's words. Listen to what information comes your way, then sit with it and meditate on it. You will get a sense as to whether it is valid for you or not if you are open and willing to hearing the truth. You may be destined to teach or counsel others. The chant for this lighting the way illumination card is, each step of my journey is illuminated and sure. I move with trust and confidence. I welcome the chance to light the way for others. I hold the light high, so be it, and light a candle for someone today. Okay. So the first two cards explain that someone around us doesn't have our best interest. They're not being honest with us. They're lying to us. Okay. They have another agenda. And if we sit with ourselves quietly and we meditate and we converse with our angels, our guides, spirit, we will know who this person is. It'll be revealed to us. So we also have 13, the moon dragon. Okay. There's a whole lot of purple and blue here. So throat chakra, third eye chakra. Okay, 13. Keyword, emotions. Mistress Moon can make the tides rise and fall, and with them your emotions. Sometimes these emotions can be lambs and sometimes they can be dragons. When the moon dragon comes to visit, simply invite her in and sit with her a while. Share a cup of fairy tea with her. Dwell in her space for a bit and feel her feelings. These feelings are neither bad nor good. They just are. Allow the dragon her voice and she will be appeased. It may help to write in a journal at such a time. Expressing all that is within, release the pressure of the moon tide. Expressing all that is within releases the pressure of the moon tide. Sorry, I can't read or speak today, but I'm gonna keep going. Much can be accomplished through simply sitting with the dragon and listening to what she has to say. Try it next time the moon has a hold over you. Okay, take a deep breath and let the body relax and breathe easily. Ask spirit for another way to look at the situation. which also goes along with the reading we received yesterday, where it's asking you to change your perspective about something. Mistress Moon, help me ebb and flow gently with their tide. Allow the dragon within me to subside. Bring my peace and harmony just as you calm the sea. Release my emotions to infinity, so I may live in my divinity, so be it. Wish upon a moonbeam today. So right now, Spirit is saying, hey, be mindful of your emotions. Be mindful of your emotions. You understand that, yes, there may be someone amongst you that is troublesome and has an ulterior motive. However, you know what is right and best for you. You know that by following God, by following Spirit, you are on the path of light and illumination. That's not to say you're not going to be frustrated or upset or bothered at times, but check yourself. No one can make you feel any type of way. And if you say this person makes me feel this type of way, that's you submitting to their power and their authority. No, nobody makes us feel any type of way. We choose how we feel, we choose what we think, we choose what we observe. We choose what we create, and we choose what we destroy. It really is a process. It's to destroy and create is the same thing, just a different term. One cannot exist without the other. Therefore, destruction is chaos and creation is chaotic, right? Okay, and finally we received 39, the Book Fairy. Thank you for the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 39, intellect. Okay, you know what? Everything we have up here says we already know what's going on. Be mindful of your emotions. Be mindful of the way you speak. Be mindful of the way you think, because for master manifestors such as ourselves, our thoughts become reality in an instant. So be mindful of the way you speak to yourself and others. Be mindful of how you carry yourself, okay? This card is about reading, writing, study, and all intellectual pursuits in general. For those who love to read, be sure to allow yourself plenty of time for relaxing with a good book. For those who do not care to read, consider what you are missing out on and consider reading more. This card may herald time for a great time of study and learning. Maybe you are furthering your education and have much reading to do. This is one with caution. This is one caution. If your nose is always in a book to the exclusion of people and other activities, you may want to make sure that you are not trying to hide from life, okay? So the chant here says, princess, goblins, and romantic things, treasures and pirates and magical rings, wings that are wispy and bells that ring clear, banishing dragons, the crowd roars a cheer. Such are our stories, and so they are told, both of the meek and also the bold. Life is a story about which I write. I'll make it a good one filled with bright light. So be it. Seek knowledge. If your head is always in a book, it's time to get some fresh air. If you're not one for reading, it's time to pick up a book. We want to expand, okay? We're not the same person we were last week, last month, last year, last decade. So let's expand our horizons. And remember, knowledge is power, and the purpose of knowledge is to share. An educated and intellectual, intelligent species is one that speaks before they act, and they act from their heart, not their ego. Okay, so be mindful of your surroundings. If you haven't been outside in a while, guilty, it's time to go outside. If you haven't picked up a book in a while, you're due. And I will pick up one more, making it a solid 5. And we have a bad dragon. Maybe I should have stopped while I was ahead, but I pulled the bad dragon. So we are going to read the bad dragon. And this is 3. So the key word here is judgment. The bad dragon card indicates that you or someone else is being chastised. Look within. Is it you judging yourself, a situation, or someone else? View a situation from all sides and ask what lesson it has for you. Release all judgment of yourself or another or a particular situation. For who are you to judge? You draw to yourself the events of your life. You alone must take responsibility for everything that happens in your life. All is but a lesson, so focus on what you have learned. Be easier on yourself and others. After all, even a dragon can have a bad day once in a while. What lessons have you brought into your life? happiness, sadness? Is it through your own powers of manifestation that you create your reality? It is through your own powers of manifestation that you create your own reality. Your thought patterns and corresponding actions are responsible for your world. What have you thought and done in the past? What you have thought and done in the past has manifested in the present. So what do you want to change in your present life? What do you want to manifest into your future? Can you see that your life is a story in which you get to write the next page and the page after that? The past is just a lesson to learn from. Take the information you've acquired and move forward. Leave any fears, guilt, or anger behind. And the chant is, I ask in the name of Spirit that I be gifted with the insight and knowledge that will keep me on my spiritual path. I ask for help in dealing with all that happens in my life and the ability to learn from it. I ask for guidance, that I not be judgmental. Life is but a lesson that leads me to Spirit, so be it. Let yourself off the hook day. This is let yourself off the hook day. Okay. So let's talk about it, shall we? Judgment. Now, the first card we received was in regard to trouble. Someone who has caused a great deal of trouble for us is receiving their karma. For others of us, if you're the ones that have been causing chaos and trouble and mayhem with your thoughts and your actions, well, what goes around comes around, and Spirit is calling judgment. So, it is very much you do good, you get good, you do otherwise, you receive otherwise. Okay? So be mindful of your thoughts and actions. Be aware of the company you keep, but not everyone wants to see you win. Some people I just noticed that the inside of this is like burnt or something. Okay. It's a very beautiful deck. It's a beautiful deck. So if you're interested in something fairy and something oracle, the Fairy Wisdom Oracle is definitely on my recommendation list. Written by Nancy Brown and the artwork by Amy Brown. If you know, you know. Okay. Now, oops, sorry guys. Okay. Let's go. Ace of Michael. Wonderful, no idea. We split the deck, New Beginnings, and 5 of Ariel. So you went from being left out in the cold to an absolute new beginning. Right? Confirmation, Ace of Michael. This is definitely a new beginning. Oy. Sorry about that. Queen of Gabriel. New beginnings again. Okay, we have okay, this brand new beginning that you've been working on from the inside out. Okay. Well, the rewards for all of that hard work have just arrived. Check your inbox, check your emails, check your text messages, check your spam folder. There's definitely a new beginning here. Okay, it says you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies with the 5 of Pentacles. Listen. And perspective in reverse. You're missing something because you're simply choosing to avoid it. Right? So, you know what? This is enough of the Jimmy Jammy. Okay, I tried to put you back. You don't want to go back. So let's do this. Okay. What is it? What is it that we're not seeing? Here we go. Sorry about this, guys. I wasn't expecting to use as many decks as I have, but the same message just keeps coming up, so. Spirit, what is it that we're not seeing? King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. What about the King of Swords? The Chariot. The Eight of Pentacles. He's coming in hot. Apparently, he wants to come in and give you a brand new beginning. Because this is the second time we've got the Ace of Swords, and this is a new deck. So this is someone who recognizes that you are their happily ever after. Okay. Now, we have, what signs do we have up here? Well, when I asked who this was, you know, who we have to be on guard, on the lookout for, it says this King of Swords, okay? And it came out upright, so this is someone who's not on their nonsense, okay? Someone who wants to give you a new beginning. They see your worth. They want to give you all of these pentacles. They want to give you all of this love. And they want your dreams to come true, and they want to be the reason that they come true. Okay, Three of Cups, yes. Knight of Wands. Can you tell me about the Knight of Wands, please? Yeah, this is someone who's no longer hung up about the offer they want to give to you. However, I am going to say be careful, because this person, they may feel like they're balanced, they may think that they're balanced, but they are still entertaining options. So in other words, Spirit is saying, hey, you have this brand new beginning that you've put in the work for inside and out, and here comes this person who believes that they can match your energy. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Why is the Empress of Reverse? Oh, I have to go get my nails done. I don't know how women do this. I can't pick up shit with these plastic caps on the tips of my fingers. I don't know why we as women do this. Our fingertips literally release the light, and I can barely pick up a fucking card with these. Fingertips literally release the light, and I can barely pick up a fucking card with these. And I have to go get my nails removed. I'm gonna have these bad boys just taken off entirely. And keep my natural, God-created nails, because this year is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay, where was I? Okay. Why is the Empress in reverse? Two of Wands, Ten of Swords. King of Wands, Justice. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. I put the Empress back because I'm not sure if she came out reverse or upright, and to me that's important. Okay, King of Swords, confirmation. Let's do this again. Two of Cups, yeah. So, again with this Ace of Pentacles, this King of Swords wants to come in and be a part of your new beginning, if not be the reason for this new beginning. Okay, but you have a choice to make. Because we've also learned that someone is pretending to be who they're not, okay? So be mindful, meditate, pray, okay? This person wants to come out of a time of conflict, is what it seems like. This person wants to come out of a time of conflict, and you're in your Queen of Cups. You're feeling yourself. You know your worth. You seem to have disconnected yourself or detached yourself from the situation, though. From whoever this person is who wants to give you this new beginning. God is saying, hey, by the way, just get some rest. Sleep on it. You're not getting enough rest, okay? You're not getting enough rest. You're wallowing in you have walked away from whatever this is. You've walked away from the self-pity. You've walked away from the remorse, the regret, whatever transpired. And this person isn't... Father, one card to sum up. Thank you. The Magician, with Judgment in reverse at the bottom. The Tower, the Swords, Six of Swords in reverse. Listen, this person may come back and want to gift you happily ever after, and they may see you as their forever person and blah, 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 blah. This person is coming to fuck up your world, though. This person is just coming to fuck up your world. They're going to tell you everything that you want to hear. Everything that they think you want to hear to convince you to give them another chance. Confirmation. However, Spirit, what do you want us to do? Father, what do you want us to do about the situation? Ten of Swords came out first, followed by the Six of Pentacles. You've walked away from that situation. It's done. And now you're giving back to yourself. You've walked away from that situation. It's done. And now you're giving back to yourself. Feel your lack of recognition over words. Listen. Got the Ace of Cups over the Three of Swords. Okay? So the reality is, you have a choice. You definitely have the choice here. You need rest. You need to focus on what makes you happy, your long-term goals. You need to focus on your structure and your protection, because you are receiving a brand new beginning after this heartbreak. There's a new beginning you're not seeing, though. So again, I feel like I'm asking the wrong questions. Judgment upright, followed by the Six of Swords in reverse. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the past. The past is behind you for a reason. Ten of Wands, okay? It's the end of a very burdensome and restrictive situation, and now you've got Six of Cups and Four of Wands. You've got reason to celebrate amongst family and your people. Okay? Look, Devil in reverse and the Hermit. You've walked away from a situation that tried to destroy you. You spent a lot of time in hermit mode, self-reflecting. You've put the work in, and this new beginning, you've earned it. Yeah, you just seem to be in this energy of you need clarity. What clarity? Okay, well, you have a decision to make. You do have someone coming in with an offer. It's reason to celebrate after being left out in the cold. You instinctively know what to do. So, from my heart to yours, go take a nap. Go have some water. Go read a book or go for a run. But do something different. Switch up your routine, okay? I love you guys.